Welcome to Anomaly Report. If you are listening to this recording, you are already aware that the world harbors entities that defy biological explanation. Today's file reveals the dossier on 3 of the most effective and dangerous predators. Your survival depends on retaining this information. Dossier 004-A. The Rake. The Rake is classified as a nocturnal humanoid predator whose existence is chronicled in oral testimonies globally. It is a mutation with a shocking anatomy, a skeletal body covered in skin, unnaturally long limbs, and a complete absence of visible expression. Its eyes are empty, though they sometimes emit a faint, ominous glow. Threat level: high. The Rake's danger is primarily psychological, but it always culminates in a fatal physical attack. Its tactic is stalking. It doesn't kill immediately, instead it preys on the victim's psyche, inducing a paralytic terror. It may appear in a bedroom window or sit beside a bed, ignoring your presence while filling the room with dread. After several nights of this psychological torture, when the victim's mind is utterly broken, it strikes. It seeks not just flesh, but pure, concentrated fear. For survival, your shield is light and movement. First, immediately turn on all lights in your home. The Rake is a creature of the night, and it avoids bright sources that compromise its camouflage. Second, securely block all entry points on the lower floors. It rarely uses stairs, preferring windows or ground-level access. Third, and most crucial, do not succumb to panic. If you see it, do not scream. Try to maintain silence and pretend you have not noticed its presence. Its goal is reaction. If a victim refuses to engage with its psychological attack, it often loses interest and withdraws. The longer you endure its gaze without breaking, the less power it holds over you. Dossier 005-B. Siren Head. Siren Head is classified as an acoustic mimic and environmental predator. This entity is massive in height and possesses a chilling camouflage. Instead of a head, it has 2 sirens on a long, thin neck, allowing it to perfectly mimic a telephone pole or a utility pole in remote areas. Threat level: critical. Siren Head is one of the most effective large-area hunters. Its primary weapon is sound manipulation. It mimics distress calls, old radio broadcasts, or, most tragically, the voices of your loved ones to lure victims from safety. Its own sounds, when heard up close, are distorted, horrific wails and unearthly noises that cause intense physical pain, panic, and disorientation. It preys on the solitary and those prone to the impulse to help. For survival, you must become deaf and resist the temptation. First, if you hear an unusual or distorted siren or scream in the woods, immediately cover your ears. Use any available hearing protection, as the sound wave alone can cause harm. Second, if you hear a sound that seems too perfect for the location, such as music in a deserted spot, it is a trap. Walk in the opposite direction and maintain silence. Do not respond to mimicked voices. Third, do not attempt to photograph or film it. Any electronic activity amplifies its attention toward you. If you see an abnormally tall, thin pole where one shouldn't be, it is him. Your best strategy is complete isolation and silence. Dossier 006-C. Wendigo. The Wendigo is not merely a predator, it is a cursed spirit originating from indigenous mythologies. It is the physical embodiment of unbridled hunger, greed, and cannibalism. Legends state that a human transforms into a Wendigo by committing cannibalism or succumbing to insatiable, destructive avarice. Threat level: extreme. The Wendigo's threat is both physical and spiritual. It possesses unnatural speed and endurance, and is a relentless hunter with antlers and an emaciated corpse-like body, adapted for hunting in freezing forests. It can mimic the human voice to lure prey and can smell fear and weakness from a great distance. For survival, your defense is the complete opposite of its nature. First, its element is bitter cold. A large blazing bonfire is the best-known defense. Fire, which provides both light and warmth, is its antithesis. If indoors, maintain the highest possible temperature. Second, the Wendigo often uses human voice imitation to call a victim's name deep in the woods. If you hear a voice that sounds hollow or echoing strangely, do not answer. Maintain complete silence. Third, do not show weakness. It is attracted to fatigue, sickness, or despair. If you are forced to run, maintain your pace and never look back. Do not abandon those who cannot continue. They will become its immediate target. Fire, light, resilience. These are your rules. The dossier is closed. Knowledge is the only defense. Remember that the safest way to survive is to avoid the places where these anomalies might exist. Stay vigilant. Subscribe to Anomaly Report. Your time is running out.